What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to Zero Productions. You guys, we have so many juicy topics to discuss in today's video, from Armored Wars, Harrison Ford in the MCU, the first look at the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, an update on the situation, what's happening with Blade. So many great topics to discuss. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to dive deep into these topics. But if you guys are new to the channel, please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Trust me, there's a lot of great content on the channel you don't want to miss. Let's jump right into Armored Wars. Now, Armored Wars was originally supposed to be a 6-episode series on Disney+, but as of yesterday, you guys, it will no longer be on Disney+. It will be a film. I cannot wait. I think this is a great idea. This particular story is very interesting, and I can't wait to see how they are going to adapt this particular comic book storyline. I'm excited for Don Cheadle. I love me some Don Cheadle. I love me some War Machine. I love the brief appearance he had in the first episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I love that he's going to show up in Secret Invasion, which will lead directly into Armored Wars. We have Ironheart making her MCU debut in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I'm curious to see if that also ties into Armored Wars. I'm really stoked, you guys. There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of good stuff that could happen. Will we be seeing the CEO of Stark Industries, Pepper Potts? Will we be seeing Morgan Stark? I mean, this is essentially a story evolving around Stark Tech. So why wouldn't Pepper Potts be in this film? I'm really, really excited about this, you guys. I think this is a brilliant idea. Marvel came out and said that, this, to really switch it up and, to make sure that the script is right. It best fit the narrative of having it be a feature film. And I think it's a good idea. I think it's great. You have Don Cheadle. You can bring Sam Rockwell back as Justin Hammer. They had a relationship in Iron Man 2. There's a lot of great possibilities, a lot of good stuff that I cannot wait to see. They have no director right now attached, and there is no release date. So I'm really hoping they can get this off the ground, because boy, oh boy, I want to see me some War Machine. I love me some War Machine, you guys. Especially in Iron Man 2. I think that particular War Machine in that film was just dope. In that last fight scene, we really got to see the arsenal. I cannot wait to see Armored Wars, you guys. Super, super stoked. A lot of people are talking about possibly seeing Tony Stark return as an AI form. It's a possibility, maybe. I think it's a little bit too early to bring back RDJ. Let a lot more time pass. Let a lot more time pass, and then maybe we could talk about bringing back, Tony Stark. Hey, he could be back for, Avengers Secret Wars. It's a possibility. The incursions, the multiverse, anything can happen, you guys. So very, very interested. Let's move on. Talking about Blade. Bayou DeMayo. He's one of the writers on Moon Knight, and he was one of the writers on this series, The Witcher. Apparently, he's been attached to rewrite the entirety of the script of Blade. Rewrite it all. Rewrite the entire script. That lets me to believe that this script was boo-boo, terrible. 2 lackluster action sequences set in the 1920s in London. I just don't really dig that. The aesthetic of Blade 1 in 1998 with Wesley Snipes was everything. The feel, loved it. It's inexcusable that they couldn't come up with a good script in 3 years of Mahershala Ali being casted as Blade. It's unacceptable. Get your shit together and let's get this film off the floor, because as of right now, this was supposed to start shooting in November. That's not happening. Absolutely not. Blade will be delayed. I mean, especially if you're going to take your time. I'd rather you take your time with the script. Delay it. But get the story right. It is essential, you guys. You don't want to put out any old random script that's 90 pages. Get that shit right and delay it. Even if you got to delay a bunch of other Marvel films, get it done. We have so many great content coming out already. Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out in a couple of months. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume. We are good. There's much more content coming our way, you guys. Trust me. We are going to be eating good for the next couple of months. But like I said, that's a little update on the Blade situation. Let's talk about Harrison Ford in the MCU. Now, apparently, Marvel has met with Harrison Ford. No word on if he's accepted the role of Thunderbolt Ross in the Thunderbolt film. Love the lineup. Can't wait to see Bucky. Can't wait to see the Red Guardian. Yelena, Taskmaster. Really stoked. Can't wait. But there's a whole bunch of drama right now. I forget his name. The actor who played Thunderbolt Ross in the MCU's tenure. He passed away recently. And the fact that Marvel is pushing a recasting like that so quick has a lot of people on edge. Like, why couldn't you recast T'Challa? You're so quick to recast Thunderbolt Ross with Harrison Ford. Why couldn't you recast T'Challa? And I kind of agree. Like, I don't get the idea of, okay, we can recast this person, but we can't recast this person. This is how you continue on his legacy. Makes no sense to me. Harrison Ford, great actor. I think he can do wonders in this position. But if you're asking me, I think you get Sam Elliott back from the original Hulk film in the early 2000s. He played Ross, and he was good, really good. The fact, that I just loved his scenes with Bruce and how he was just so mean to him. He's great as Ross. So if they were going to recast, that would be my pick. Bring back Sam Elliott for the role. That would be really, really good. But I really want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions on that. Sorry, damn. What do you think about that? Do you think that it's right that they should recast his role so quick, but they couldn't do that for T'Challa in the MCU? I really, really want to know you guys' thoughts and opinion on that. Damn, I'm dying. Hold on. Damn. Moving on. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. We got our first look and a little bit of brief information, you guys. So it releases in 2024. Production starts in October. Freya Allen has been casted, possibly as an older version of Nova from War of the Planet of the Apes, which I loved. That trilogy is probably an all-time great trilogy for me. It is amazing. It's going to be directed by Wes Ball. We already know that. Wes Ball. Many years after War for the Planet of the Apes. But I have my reservations. I have my thoughts, my opinions on this. Look, this is going to be a film. Matt Reeves is not involved. Matt Reeves was heavily involved. He directed, Dawn and War, and we all know how great those films were. Like I said, arguably one of the best trilogies of all time. No Andy Serkis. Caesar is dead. Andy Serkis was an important character for all three. Caesar probably has one of the greatest character arcs in any trilogy. Fantastic stuff. So you don't have Matt Reeves. You don't have Andy Serkis. And keep this in mind, Andy Serkis is the godfather of motion capture. You don't have those two. I don't know how good this story can be. I don't know how you can continue on Caesar's legacy, because that's why I feel like you should go from. You should want to continue on Caesar's legacy. His son died in war, but he still had his little baby. So maybe that particular ape and Maurice are going to be the two apes kind of in charge of all the other apes, and Nova, the older version of Nova, played by Freya Allen. Okay, cool. But like I said, it is going to be incredibly hard to, continue on what Matt Reeves and Andy Serkis did with those previous films. They were so good. Rise wasn't as good as Dawn and War, but I still enjoy Rise. It was the first film of the trilogy. They got a whole, Matt Reeves didn't direct that first film, but it was still good. I enjoy it. I remember seeing that shit in theaters, and I was like, oh, yo, this is pretty great. The CGI is incredible. You know what's even more crazy? That those films never won for best visual effects. Insane to me. The visual effects on the apes and Caesar, insane to me. Andy Serkis never got a nod for best actor. It is not easy conveying that much emotion through motion capture. Caesar was so well done. So believable. Andy Serkis, the godfather of motion capture performance, you guys. Gollum, you guys already know his resume. He is incredibly, incredibly talented. And it kind of sucks that they weren't like, hey, can we get Matt Reeves to, maybe produce, or can we get Andy Serkis to produce this next film? Like nothing at all. Or maybe they asked and they weren't available. That could be a possibility as well. I have very high standards for this next Apes film. So good luck. Because to fill the shoes of what they did is going to be incredibly hard. I just hope that the story's there, the emotion's there. I want everything to be there. I really do. But post your comments down below, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about today's topics between Armored Wars, Blade, Harrison Ford in the MCU as Thunderbolt Ross, and the first look at Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Post your comments down below and let me know what you guys think. Peace.